Hi, it's the Awesome Vegan Gal here, and today I have an important healthy living topic. I call this TLC for your liver, keeping it functioning optimally. This was taken from an article from the OB People's Co-op newsletter from July 2016, and its source was the WF Consumer Bulletin. So I thought it was important information. So the human liver performs about 500 vital functions in the body, so it's important to understand that some of our everyday practices could seriously interrupt liver functions and causes diseases that can otherwise be avoided. Knowing which foods and supplements could benefit the liver can take you a long way towards staying healthy, so that's important. So what does the liver do? One well-known function of the liver is to produce bile, which is responsible for carrying away waste materials in the body and breaking down fats in the small intestine during digestion. Among many other functions, the liver clears the blood of drugs, bacteria, and other toxic substances, regulates blood clotting, and produces immune factors that resist infections. So what are the causes of liver disease? Alcohol abuse has been considered one of the most common causes of liver disease in North America. Staying within healthy limits is very important, as alcohol is directly toxic to the liver cells and can lead to liver inflammation, causing the organ to malfunction. Another major cause of liver damage is fat accumulation within the liver, which can lead to a gradual decline in liver function. An overdose of medication or drug can also lead to liver injury, but in some cases they may cause damage even when taken in proper prescribed dosages. Another cause of liver cell inflammation is hepatitis infection, which can be transmitted through fecal ingestion, contaminated blood, intimate contact, or contaminated food and water exposure. Other metabolic disorders and abnormalities can also lead to liver damage. One way of keeping your liver in good shape, however, is by adhering to dietary practices and adding the required nutrients that will keep you in good health. So here's what we're going to talk about. So food, what should you consume or avoid? A well-balanced diet rich in fruits and vegetables will provide you with the nutrients needed for a healthy liver. Most importantly, consumption of organically grown foods will minimize your liver's exposure to toxic and persistent agricultural chemicals. So that's important. So you don't want the liver to have to work harder to get rid of all those toxins. Food groups that greatly support liver health are those rich in sulfur, as they help the liver to detoxify prescription medications, pesticides, and environmental toxins. So different sulfur-rich foods are onion, garlic, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower, which help in liver detoxification processes. And research also indicates that certain spices like turmeric, cinnamon, and licorice can also have the ability to support your liver's immune function. So you might want to add those to your food consumption. High-fiber foods such as whole grain breads, rice, and cereals are considered especially helpful in liver health and are highly recommended for people with fatty liver disease, which is the buildup of fat in liver cells. You should also avoid fried and high-fat processed foods containing hydrogenated oils, as that can reduce the risk of liver-related disease. So they say it's better to use other kinds of oils. I actually don't use oils. I prefer to use the whole food. So, like, they recommend different types of oils, but I would say, like, coconut butter I use instead of oil. Instead of coconut oil, I use coconut butter. So, but what they say is that these require less bile to break down than other oils and can help those with bile duct disease. They include such as things like olive oil, flaxseed oil. Again, I don't recommend oils anyway. Minimizing salted foods is an important diet recommendation for diseases like cirrhosis, which is the scarring and hardening of the liver, and hepatitis C. Rather than consuming salted foods, try seasonings like lemon juice, onion, vinegar, garlic, pepper, mustard, clove, sage, and thyme, because those will give flavor to the food without adding the additional salt. High-calorie foods such as rich desserts, snacks, and drinks can be substituted with whole fruits. It's also important for people with hemochromatosis, which is the buildup of iron in the liver, excuse me, to keep away from foods and pills that contain iron. Reduced intake of copper-laden foods such as chocolate, nuts, shellfish, and mushrooms is recommended for people suffering from Wilson's disease, which is caused by the buildup of copper in the body. Now, supplementations for a healthy liver. Milk thistle, burdock root, dandelion root, and other herbs can be effective in protecting the liver. Milk thistle contains silymarin, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, it's silymarin, which can stimulate the production of new liver cells, prevent liver destruction by toxins, and reduce inflammation associated with hepatitis. Burdock root is known to cleanse and purify the blood and liver, and I talked about that more in detail in a previous video about root vegetables. Dandelion has been found to increase bile production and promote liver detoxification, and its juice are known to promote liver function. So start eating your dandelion greens on your dandelion root. And liver diseases are marked by changes in amino acid metabolism, which is characterized by low levels of circulating branched-chain amino acids, or BCAAs. A recent study consisting of patients with advanced cirrhosis has demonstrated that long-term BCAA supplementation is associated with decreased frequency of hepatic liver failure. BCCA was also found to be, they spelled that wrong, it's BCAA. There was a typo there, I just noticed. was found to be associated with decreased frequency of complications of cirrhosis and improved nutritional status, and prescribed as a maintenance therapy. While these dietary supplements have the potential to support your liver, always consult with your healthcare provider about what's best for you. So again, if you have a condition, a medical condition, don't just do this on your own. Make sure you consult with your doctor. And again, I'll just say a disclaimer that I'm not responsible if you take any of these supplements and you have adverse effects. So go ahead and go to your practitioner first to make sure everything is okay. And I hope this information helps you. I think it's really good to know the importance of the liver, how it functions, what foods to eat to help the liver, and what supplements that you could use also to have it functioning properly. And I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.